Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will provide a demonstration on how macros in Excel can automate tasks. During the demonstration, I will also offer a hint of utilizing ChatGPT, which is the AI virtual assistant, while working in MS Excel. So stay tuned and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like my video, then please like and share. Macro is an advanced feature in Excel, and Excel macro is a set of actions that can be recorded and run to automate repetitive tasks. Macros are a sequence of instructions that can be executed with a single button or keystroke. So, if you want to automate a set of work and you want to use it in the same Excel workbook repeatedly in different sheets, then you can create a macro and then run the macro. And that macro can be used in other workbook as well. We will check it out with some practical example. But before that, let's see what are the steps to create a macro and how to run a macro. And then we try all the steps with a example. So how you create macro? These are the steps you have to follow, and we follow while trying it with some means this we try in Excel also after this. Just stay tuned. Once you create a macro with a macro name or shortcut key, then these are the steps to run the macro. Once the macro is created, it can be edited also, it can be deleted also. And as long as it is not deleted, it can be used in the same file and in your own system. Um, and let's see what are the rules for naming a macro and why macro can be used. What is the benefit of or what is the use of macro in Excel in your daily official work? So the reason for using macro in your regular official work uh, is that macros can help you work more efficiently by automating simple tasks and executing repetitive tasks faster. Sorry. For example, you want to create like month-wise a particular revenue sheets for your means um, stores, monthly revenues and or inventory. So you need a structure and some formula so that you can create once, and while creating it you can record it in a macro, and once it is recorded and saved, then the whole thing you don't have to do it again in second sheet or so on. What you can do, you can run the macro and within a second those set of work will be uh, executed, and the result you can see in front of you. And the naming rule of macros are mentioned over here. Just give a glance. Let us now open a blank Excel file, means open Excel app in your system. Then let us create a macro. I am taking one simple instance of mm, creating a table where date will be entered, date and time, and then uh, what I will do from the date, that format, I will extract day, month, year, and time also. So just see how I am doing it, and accordingly it can be. You can also do any other formatting, calculations, etc. And those set of work I'll be saving within a name under macro, and that macro I can use anytime to get the same result. So let's see how I do it here. So like you have already seen the steps. So in my system I'm going to do from view tab, under view tab, there is a option macro, and if developer tab is seen in your Excel application, then under developer tab you will find macro, and under macro you will find record macro option, and also for running or editing view macro option. The first thing will be using record macro option. So once I click on record macro, I'll get this small window, and here I get the option of naming a macro. By default the name is coming macro 1. It can be changed, but you have to follow the naming rule. You cannot use letters at the beginning of the macro name, and so on. You can use shortcut keys also, like Control C for copy, Control V for say pasting. Similarly, you can use your Control say W, or any other letter you can use. But the one recommendation from my side: don't use those letters. Don't use that shortcut keys which actually we use for doing regular some popular Excel work, like Control C, for example. If I use here Control C, what will happen? Um, if it is only controls here, you see Control Shift C I can use, but if I use Control C, then you know what will happen. I won't be able to use Control C for copy. Okay, Control C, whenever I'll be using, then macro 1 will be executed. So you have to be very careful, otherwise, do not use shortcut key. Uh, so you can use Control Shift W, and you have to remember the shortcut keys for running this macro. But right now I am not using any shortcut keys. I will show you from the macro name how to run. And it is applicable for this workbook. But when you open new workbook, this if you do not delete, the name of the macro will be visible, which is created in say Excel file named this, or Excel book number this, that will be shown, which we also will be seeing after few minutes. So I just have given the macro name. I have not used any shortcut key. You can use it, and you can also give a brief description what you are going to do. Like I am going to change say uh, date into day, month, year separately, and also I'm going to format the table, etc. So this is my brief description for understanding later on if I want to know what activity I have saved under macro 1. So after this I just go for OK. after doing OK, whatever I do, that will be saved under macro one. So you have to be very careful that after clicking OK, you should do those things which actually you are means planning to save under macro one. So I click on OK, and I will show you. You see this particular means option under macro icon. This has changed into stop recording. So as long as I click on this, whatever I do, that will be recorded. So let me start here. So first I am typing a heading date, and whatever date I'll be entering below in different rows, from that date, the day of the that particular date will be extracted. Next is the month, then the year, then for example hour and minutes, and then second also. And then I am just formatting it little bit. um, and here, um, while recording means this particular actions, I am not typing any particular date, but let me assume that there is a date printed. So from that date I'll be extracting day. Like if it is 1st January, so one will be extracted. So for that I am using a date function. Under formulas you can find the functions which you can operate on date data. And one more thing, before using those functions, here I can also use a style of date from format cells. That also I can do. Here I go to date, and this style is this particular style is English India is chosen. But if I choose, say, and under this I get only this format, and if I choose English US, I will get this kind of format. So here, for example, suppose I'm choosing this format, okay, American style, MMDDYY, and time with AMPM format I'm choosing. So whatever date I type here, it will come in that format. And then here, for using our function, Excel inbuilt function day, I'm going to extract the day from the date. Here I'm going to choose the month, and then this is the parameter. Now here the month in number will appear. If you want that the name of the month to display, then you must use the text function, text, and then that number, that number you can convert into months. This is the formula. That means the month will come in words, not in number. Uh, then next is, say you want to extract, then you want to extract for example the uh, time also separately, hour, minute, and second. That also is possible. To choose the parameter, so I'll feed in this A2 cell value. And here in all these for cells, I am typing the formula, but I can also use this insert function, and then from here, say seconds, I want to uh, use second function, second. So, so you can get then the seconds also. So let me try from here also, and then the cell address or cell reference. Okay, and after this, I'm copying the formula for set of cells, for example, and also I am giving the table structure to the whole table by from by borders. If you want to give some settings, change the change the any other formatting, any font change, font color changes that you can do. So this much I have done. So similarly, any kind of table with a formula can be, recorded, and then also you can use some, data from some, columns to draw a chart. So accordingly, when you run the macro, you can means get the result. So this is the thing I have recorded. Still recording is going on. I have to stop the macro, so I just go for this option under view macro stop recording. Now you can see the macro is created. Since I have not used any shortcut key, so I will select this macro name and then run. I can edit also, I can delete, and if I create other macro also, all the macros will be saved one after another. So let me go to different sheet. Suppose, for example, from sheet 1 to I'm going to sheet 2, and then I'm running the macro. So for running, I click on view macro. It is already selected, and then I go for run. You just see in single stroke everything is coming, and the moment I give any date, like I am giving say 10th January, 10th January. You see, the moment I have given 10th January, and since I've changed the format, so it has come in that way. Since I have, since this is my system time right now. Now, if I give the time also, like I am using 1st November, say 2024, and then I am writing 11 p.m. Let me first do it with M, then I'll do PM. You see, since seconds is not mentioned, so it is not coming. The same thing if I do here, like this way, then PM. You can see the R is coming this way, 23 and minutes and seconds. Any in any sheet I can get that format, and then my work will be easy. The moment I enter the date, I will get the uh, day, month, year separately, and hour, minute, times as well. So here again I'm running in sheet 2, and you see this is happening, and this is how we record a macro and run or view a macro. Now There is another way to create a macro, just not by means recording in recording mode, just by selecting some options of Excel like sort and filter and insert chart and format. Uh, some if you want to do some complicated work, and that particular complicated work you are not being able to do by clicking any options from any tab in this Excel application. There is an option that you get the VB script, and you can write the coding for that. And if you want to get that VB screen, you have to press these shortcut keys, that is Alt key. I'm typing over here. Just remember this Alt key, along with you have to press F11 function key. Sorry, F11. So if you press together, you will get that screen where you can type the code, and then you can that code you can save it as a macro to run it in that particular workbook. And also, if you open a new another worksheet, you will find the name of that macro is coming, which is referred to the previous file name, and it can be executed there as well unless it is deleted. So let's try. So Alt F11. Now the question may come in your mind that it's difficult, like how what I mean, for executing a particular work, what coding I should type. And then if someone does not have the knowledge of writing codes in VB, so how is it possible? uh, See, these days we have AI virtual assistants available, and for example, ChatGPT. And using ChatGPT, I can overcome whatever drawback I have within me. Like if I don't have the knowledge of coding, but I need to do somehow that particular work, I can overcome using the assistance of this chat gpt, which is the your actually everyone's virtual AI assistant um, tool. So let's see how we work on that. So, with this example, you can also see that Excel any function you can execute with the help of ChatGPT. Also, it's just not just getting the code for creating another macro, which is which is going to do some complicated work. It's not like that. Any Excel actions, any activity you are not able to do, and you then make a query or in ChatGPT will show you how to go about it, what are the steps, and then it can be easily executed. So let's try. You see, I have pressed Alt key and F11 function keys together, and I get this window. And for example, I want to write code which I'll be using for the whole workbook, not any particular sheet. So I'll be clicking on it, and I get this page, this blank page. Okay. And see, suppose I want to, I want to generate a set of values using loop, uh, command, and which is not available in Excel from any buttons or icons. So then I have to write the code properly to execute it. So, but those that particular code I'm not able to write. So let me take the help from ChatGPT. See, in ChatGPT, I have given my query. The thing, most important thing is that you have to clearly write your requirement. Okay, if it is not properly constructed, ChatGPT also understands, but then whatever you require to be answered, that has to be clearly mentioned. So here I have mentioned that you please give me the mm, code for for a loop, so that from A1 cell to A5 cell, these fruit names are going to appear. And I got the code here which I can copy, and also below I have the explanations and also the steps also, I mean the explanations and how to run it. So those things are also given over here. So let me copy it. I am copying. Then I have to go back to my Excel workbook. I mean that VB coding window, and there I have to paste it, and then I will save it and run it. So let's do that. Now I am going to paste the code. Once it is pasted, I can save it also, and my Excel file is actually not saved. So how to save this that macro enable file, I'll also show you. But before that, before saving, let me run this particular feature. I mean this particular code actually. And then let's see whether the result is coming or not. So for that, I'll go for run, and then I will be clicking on run sub and slash user form, or I can click F5 also. I can press the function key F5 button, and the result will appear. Let's see whether it's happening or not. So you can see I am in now in a new sheet, blank sheet, sheet 2, because I already had occupied, I have already had inserted contents on these sheets. So that's why I am coming to sheet 4, and here I will get the result. So for that I have to you know I can run it from here, but since I have not saved it, view in the view macro. Okay, already okay, it is showing fill fruits. From here also I can run. Okay, let us run from here. You see, those names are generated. So that file is when macro is already saved. Now if I want to save this file, just remember you have to save it as a macro enable file, not as a simple Excel file. If you try to save it with a name Excel workbook, for example a book one, I'm saving under documents or maybe on desktop. So then see, it is actually, the notification is coming that the file should be saved as a macro enable file. So let's just close it and go for macro enable file, and then you save it. And you see, now I have two macros. This is coming in this way. This workbook fill fruits, and the file name is book one. If I open book two or another Excel file, then I will be able to see these macros also with this file name. Okay, let's check it out. And I can, if you do not want these macros, you can also delete them. Just select it and delete. Now you see that a new file is open. This is book 2. This is not book 1. This is not the old file. And in sheet 1, sheet 2, no content is present. So if I now try macros which I created in book 1 from macro tab, then uh, after clicking macro, view macro, you see how those macros are coming with the file name. So I can try use those macros in a new file also. Let me see. See, it's coming, and the moment I enter date, I will get the result also, because formula is also entered. And here again I go for macro, this of icon, choose this macro option, then view macro, and the second macro I'm run. And you see, with looping I typed the fruit names of the fruits. Okay, with the help of ChatGPT, that particular task is also we can uh, repeat again and again unless we delete those macros. So with this I conclude today's video. Thank you for watching, and if you like it, so it's a request that you please subscribe my channel and give a like to my video and share my video. Thank you.